Okay, so I wanted to keep this as brief as possible, but I wanted to share with everybody that I had a meditation, and in my meditation, I was able to have a conversation with my consciousness. And I know it sounds crazy because it was wild when it was happening, right? But it was having a conversation with a version of me that supersedes me. And in this conversation, I was able to hear the consciousness explain that every life before mine was difficult, that I got the softer version of all the heavy hits. And first, it was crazy, right? Because I feel like my life was a fairly difficult life. And so now I hear that I had the softer of it. And to hear that I was the one who turned out to be exactly what all of them needed. I was everything that they imagined I would be. And I was able to say that I knew, I just knew it couldn't have been for nothing. I just knew that my life hadn't been the type of hard that it was for no reason. I just knew it deep down inside, and it's the thing that really gave me my faith. It's why my faith in God has been so unwavering. I couldn't really pinpoint all of this for anyone until I did, until this very moment. And it's such an intimate moment that I'm sharing with you guys because it made me feel so seen. It made me feel so heard. Every tear I've ever cried, every trauma I've ever endured, every hit I've ever taken, physically, mentally, and emotionally, every single thing was for a reason. My God, my life has been so greatly changed. I've never experienced anything like this. And I wish that for all of you. Oh my God. Do you know how much they tell people if you talk to yourself, you're crazy? Now, don't answer yourself. If you hear a voice, you better ignore it. You know how crazy they make people feel? And everybody does it. Everybody does it. You can do anything. You can go and you're going to go pick a pair of shoes out and you say to yourself, no, I don't want to wear those. And you go back in the bedroom and you get a different pair of shoes. Everybody does it. So the thing that comes so naturally to you, you're taught that it is evil, that it is bad, that it is negative. You see how crazy that is? My God, I hope this saves somebody's life because it saved mine. I felt like when I was in my darkest of dark times, I had to make a lot of terrible, hard decisions. And that rooster was coming home to roost this week. My daughter's turning 13 and she had a big conversation with me about trauma, about the pain that she has and had. But I've had the ability, not because I'm a therapist, but because I am a woman of God and I am a woman of faith, and I know that everything we do has a reason. And so I had to make a decision of giving her a life that wasn't just about the sweet, soft love, but it was about the hard, tough lessons. Because for every bit of success we gain, you have to come from a little bit of a struggle. You don't even respect things when you don't come from a little bit of a struggle. When you know privilege, and the more privilege you have, the less you respect humanity. Because you don't have to go through those things that make you a human. You get to skip the line a little bit. The more privilege you have, you get to skip the line a little bit. And what I mean by that is you don't have to deal with certain hardships. So you don't have to be that type of hard human. So when your life is really cushy, what we're talking about feels like a foreign language. They can't understand that. So you can't even get mad at people that have a lot of privilege. You can't get mad at them because they're not grasping what's going on around them. They don't have a reason to. You got to have a certain something to be able to understand humanity. And I believe that the higher you are, the harder it is to understand humanity. So you'll have a hard time elevating and growing. You'll have a hard time reaching the highest levels of your consciousness because you're stuck in privilege. Privilege is not doing anyone any favors. We are supposed to work. We are supposed to put in effort. We're supposed to earn everything we have. And so every time something's just given to you, it makes it harder for you to recognize it and respect it. So these people, people that are homeless or addicts, they understand life differently than all those privileged people do. And the reason is because they've gone without. They've had it all, lost it all, had the highs, had the lows, and they'd rather sit in the low because the low is lower on the physical realm, but it's higher in the spiritual realm. They know their limits. A lot of y'all don't know y'all limits, and that's what's killing you. You want everything right here, right now. You want an instant life. And every time you want an instant life, you get an instant life, you get instant results. The grace comes with the pace. If you're going all fast, well, you're going to cheat yourself. You're not going to get that grace. But if you slow down and you start learning your lessons and getting better and better and better, you're going to elevate, but you're going to go through some things. My life was hard. It was a different kind of hard, though. I smile a lot and I laugh a lot because I'm genuinely a good person. I genuinely see the best in people. I call it my worst trait ever because I can see the best in a person. As soon as I meet you, I can look at you and I can tell your greatness. I can see your greatness, but you can't see it yet. So since you can't see it yet, you can't even hear me. And all you can do is get angry with me because I can see greatness in you that you can't see. So now you resent me. But I'm making my way to the top because my foremothers did a lot of work for me, so I can't fail them. And I got daughters, I can't fail them. My mother's still alive, I can't fail her. But more importantly, I can't fail me. I can't fail me. Because everyone before me wanted me to be here and wanted me to be here to tell y'all this. So I hope this changes your life. I hope that you really sit with yourself and ask, why is it that you can listen to the voice that tells you the bad thing and nobody says anything about that? No one says anything about that. If the bad voice is talking to you, you're just going to go do the bad things. You're going to sleep with the girl. You're going to sleep with the guy. You're going to steal the thing. You're going to rob the person. You're going to murder the person. You can listen to the bad voice because they teach you that that's okay to listen to. But if for 1 second that good voice tells you that you are amazing, that you are a real child of God, you are tied directly to the source. If that voice tells you that you don't need anybody but you to believe in you, if that voice tells you that you are brilliant, that you are passionate, that you are amazing, that you are intelligent, that you are fine as hell and success is yours for the taking. If that voice was talking to you, we wouldn't need none of this shit. All right, that's it. Love you guys.